Hi, guys. Axolotl's gonna announce the raffle every, like, 20 minutes or so, and I'll just say it a couple times. Hi, guys. How you guys doing? What's going on? Sully, I don't know what you were talking about when you said that we weren't gonna talk about it, because I definitely said we were gonna talk about it, so I don't know where you got that information from. I don't know, dude. That was always the plan. Yeah, so tonight I'm gonna do a raffle. I'm gonna pick the winner at the end of the raffle, but to join you hit you do exclamation point enter. To join the raffle, you get a free headshot commission. Sketch of a portrait. So yeah. I almost wasn't gonna do it. I was actually planning it all day today, like deciding what I wanted Axolotl to say, what the rules were gonna be and everything, what I wanted to offer for it, and I don't know, in the last hour, my anxiety level went from, like, pretty chill to, like, real not chill. So I'm, like, real anxious right now for some reason, and I almost didn't run the raffle, and then I was like, you know, I gotta do something nice for you guys, because that'll make me feel good, so... Oh, Flugly, thanks for the cheer, friend. Oh, but you fucked it up. But I appreciate the try. Oh. Oh, I guess I should probably keep that window open so I can keep an eye on it, make sure you guys are actually getting entered. I'm using the Phantom bot version for the first time, so it looks like it's working pretty well. I just want to keep an eye on it. Yep, you're in. Alright, all three of you guys are in. So, I'll mention it periodically if Axolotl doesn't get to it. But... Thanks for the cheer. I know, it's just, you guys are good to me. It felt like it was time. I don't know, a lot of... Yep, you did, you guys are in. I wish that it told you that you guys entered, though. Because it doesn't. No, just like... So... I was also gonna do commissions tonight, and then I just didn't feel like it. So, here we are. Today is just a night of me not feeling like doing things, really, is what it is. Yeah, I have to look into Phantom Bot some more. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, so I thought I'd just work on this a little bit, maybe try to get the line art done. That'll at least... Then I'll feel like I accomplished something today, because so far today has just been an aggravating day of just non-stop everything, so... I feel like I feel like I did something with my day. Everyone gets like that at times. Yeah, it's just I've just had a long aggravating day. Just... I don't know. Just I'm having one of those days where I'm just annoyed at everything. You know, it just... It's just been one of those days where, like, there's been small aggravating things throughout the day that have just progressively gotten worse as the day went on. You know, like, just a shit ton of stupid projects at work, and just... I don't know. Just after a while, it was just like, I don't even care. I just want to go. So, yeah, I know you guys understand, and I'm glad that you understand, because... Ugh, so just done. And I was sitting here, like, looking at my stream, just thinking, I could just cancel this tonight. It would be so easy to just say, hey guys, you know, I'm not gonna stream tonight, and you guys would all be like, oh, that's fine, go get some rest, whatever, and I just felt bad. I don't know. I felt like I should still try to stream, get something positive out of this stupid day. So... But I hope you guys are having a better end of your week than I am. Tomorrow's Friday, so happy Friday. No, that's a thing that's happening. That's probably a good thing. Finally, goddamn Friday. This is like the longest week of my life. This is just like the week that never ended. Today, my boss walked through the office and was looking at everything we were working on. And was like, oh, isn't this great, you guys? When I had my last company, we had, like, 4 times as many people as we have here, and we were doing half the amount of work, and now look at, we're getting all this stuff done, and there's only like 3 of us. I think that's, there's only a couple of you guys. I think that's good business look at that good business strategy. And then he walks away, and I just looked at the girl that sits next to me. It was just like, is he fucking serious? Like, stressing out your 4 workers is not good business practice. It makes me want to find another job. Just, ugh. They released Funko Lord of the Ring figures? That's awesome. Oh, I bet a Gimli would be great. That's so awesome. Oh, they're blind box ones? That's awesome. I mean, blind box is kind of stupid, but, you know. Oh, speaking of things, one good thing that did happen to me today was, Shay's harness. I don't know if I told you guys. I bought Shay a little kitty harness, on Amazon to see if she could be an adventure kitty, to see if she wants to go outside, because I feel bad that she's locked up in the house all the time, so I thought, you know, when the weather starts to get nice, I'd love to take her outside. But where I lived at my mom's house, we had sort of like, it wasn't like an enclosed yard, but it also wasn't like an out, like it wasn't like an, we didn't have a, it wasn't like a yard, like a house that had a fence and everything, but we weren't like, you know, in the middle of the city with like no backyard. It was like this big open like field area inside of our townhouse development that like people could go out and play with their, you know, whatever. And we used to just let the cats roam around out there. Like, we'd sit out with them. We wouldn't let them be out there by themselves. But, you know, they would just go out and sit in the grass and just roll around in it. I just feel bad that she's cooped up inside the house all day. So I bought her this little harness to take her outside so that I don't have to worry about her running into the woods. And she actually let me put it on her, which was really surprising. I sat on the floor with her and she just climbed all over me. And eventually I just held her and just put the harness on her back, and she just looked at me like, what the fuck are you doing? But didn't try to like shake it off or anything. And then I kind of wrapped it around like the front of her neck, or the back. It was on her back, so it was around the front of the neck. I wrapped it around the front of her neck just enough to make sure that the that it was like not too tight. And then once I realized it was the right size, I just put it back. So, you know, that was pretty cool. It's just been a, you know, long day of people being up my ass about stuff at work and whatever, and I'm glad I'm home, and that was kind of a cool thing that happened today, was I got that, and my cat was, like, totally not bad about it. Nazgul is a 1 in 72 chance of dropping. Sam and Frodo are 1 in 6, so the chance of getting anything is super skewed. That's pretty weird. Yeah. I guess on the plus side, if you end up with a whole bunch of extras, you can sell them on eBay. People will always buy your extras. Because there might be somebody who's, like, looking for just the one. Because I thought, so when I was collecting the blind box turrets, I thought that all my extra, like, I thought all my extra white turrets would be really hard to sell because they're not rare at all, like they were the most common turrets. But it turned out that they were pretty easy to sell because some people just want a little tiny figure of a regular turret. They don't want one in a crazy color, so people snatch those up pretty quick. Yeah, I would say DA or YouTube are your best bets for that. I don't know anything about Fire Alpaca, so if your question is like really specific to Fire Alpaca, I'm not gonna be able to help you. I don't know I don't know if anybody in the Discord does either, but you know, don't hurt to ask, I guess. What you did. You can't find any information on how to crop in Fire Alpaca? Is it Paint Tool Sai free? I heard Paint Tool Sai is a lot better than Fire Alpaca anyway. I don't know. I thought it was free at one point. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Adobe's real close-lipped about their Adobe products, and the only way to get Adobe products is to just buy them. It's next to impossible to get a good version of Photoshop that's free and bootlegged. It's not free anymore? Yeah. Photoshop's not that expensive, all things considered. It's like $3 a month now, which isn't too bad. Get a whole bunch of cool shit with it too. $3 a month, $7 a month. It's pretty much a Netflix subscription, really. Not that expensive. It used to be more expensive. I mean, it certainly adds up over time. I don't know what vegetables stupid and hard to draw. I do little vegetables. Or you could, yeah, or you could get an older. I think there's older versions of Photoshop on their website actually. I think they have like CS2 and whatever on their website for free. I mean, it's not the most up-to-date version, but at least it's not Fire Alpaca. They like money. If I had the market cornered on good drawing software too, I would probably also charge monthly because I like money. Honestly though, like, all right, let's do some fun quick math though. So my calculator. So if you pay $7 a month for Photoshop. Well, okay, so Photoshop by itself, I believe, is like $500. I'd be wrong, actually. In fact, let's look that up before I do anything. Yeah, so it would typically cost more than $700. Let's say $500 for Photoshop just by itself. Divide that by the $7 a month that you would be paying for like the cloud-based one. It would take you 71 months to actually like get up to the right amount. You would basically be cheaper on Photoshop for 71 months, which is 12 months in a year. So for 5 years, Photoshop is cheaper than it would be just straight up buying it. It starts to kick you in the ass when you want to get, like, other programs. Like, if you want to not have just Photoshop, if you want to have, you know, Illustrator and all that, that's when they start getting you. You know, that's when they start to be like, oh, well, it's $7 for Photoshop, but it's $32 for everything else. That's when they start to get you. I need that window. Oh, also, hi, I don't know, I thought I saw somebody else here. But yeah. And also, you don't really need storage space for Photoshop, so there's also that. I don't really mind the submodel, honestly. I was mad about it at first, because I thought it was going to be really expensive that way, but it's not. I don't know, I think it's fine. I guess I'm not that worried about it. What happens when I draw without references or sketching first? How much did you pay for it when it was not submodel? Because mine's the submodel. I just pay $7 a month for it, and I claim it on my taxes because it's a requirement for my life. What is TF2? Probably not gonna need that. I'm gonna draw things that vaguely look. By vaguely, I mean that I'm not going to try very hard. No, I know. Was a TF2 song playing? Because it's Bioshock right now. Never played Team Fortress 2, so I don't really... A lot of this music I don't really identify as, like, a particular thing. It's just music to me. A lot cheaper than normal? Interesting. I don't know. I don't know, dudes. All I know is I pay $7 a month for it, and it's gonna take me a while to pay it off, so... I did the same thing with my router, honestly. I rent my router from Spectrum, because it would cost me more to buy my own router. Like, I could rent this router for, like, 2 years more. Like, I could rent this thing for up to 2 years before it even, like, remotely started to affect my, before it even remotely just started to affect my bank account. Like, it was way cheaper to just rent the router. Oh, Brielle's here! You're alright. I'm glad you show up when you can anyway. Today's sort of a mellow axolotl stream because I don't know, I'm real anxious. Everything in my life made me anxious today. I didn't feel great. I feel a little better now that I'm talking to some people, but I just... feeling very antisocial about 20 minutes ago. Definitely did not need any of that box work that I just drew. And that's, friends, why you do sketches and not line work. Sketch first if you can. Reminder, guys, I am doing a raffle tonight for a free sketch. So, if you are interested in getting a free headshot sketch, do !enter to enter the raffle. I will pick the winner at the end of the stream. And we shall see how this nonsense works, because I've never tried it with PhantomBot, so this is our first night doing it with PhantomBot. And hopefully PhantomBot doesn't fuck it up. I need to figure out how to make Axolotl remind you guys about that more often. Because Axolotl has a lot to say, and it's a very detailed, thing. People need to know things. That's why it's so long. Not that long, dude. Fine. Don't worry about it. Axolotl has a lot to say. Alright. You guys are in. I'm keeping an eye on it to make sure you guys all get entered. So if you don't get entered for some reason, I'll let you know. Oh, I didn't put the streaming note in the Discord. That would be a good idea. Probably do that at some point today. I was so zoned out, like, deciding whether or not I actually wanted to today that I just was... Yep. Thank you for reminding me. There you go. Axolotl would be the best robot overlord. He's cute and friendly. Probably because you're nice to him. And you're nice to me. There you go. Thank you for letting me know. That's how I feel today. Just small raptor noises. This is how I feel today. Axolotl would spare you. Alright, let's merge all this junk together, because I'm... Alright, here's where we're at right now. I'm really tempted to, and I haven't decided about it yet. I kind of feel like... I don't know, I kind of feel like I want to put something in here, but I don't know. Is it worth it? Are you even gonna notice that there's nothing, like, inside the shop in the corner? I'm gonna skip it for now and come back to it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And... I've had enough of this. Oh, I also got a whole bunch of nifty Wooper and Quagsire stuff in the mail today that I ordered like last month and was coming from Japan, so it was taking like here. But it's here now, and I'm really excited about it. I got this pretty cool, I mean, a lot of it was just stupid little stuff that cost me, like, $4 on eBay, but, one thing was really cool. It was this, I'll take pictures and send them to you guys, but it was, it was this, it was the, it was the Wooper. It was the Wooper Pokédoll? Apparently they're pretty rare, and I found one on eBay for like, oh, no. For like, I found it on eBay for like 75. Great. Like way higher than that. Oh, Axobot 100% agrees with you. So, I bought him, and he's in my collection now. I'm really excited, though. I got this super rare figure from a Japanese website that's like this little figure of like Quagsire with his foot up, like he's walking. I've never seen it before, but it's apparently not that common in America, so I purchased it through a website that lets you buy things from. So I did that. And that, I don't know when that's supposed to come in the mail. The third-party company has to send it to me, but... Hey, Mage! What's going on, dude? Welcome to the RT Axolotl is having an anxiety attack and is just going to talk in a monotone voice all night stream. So, yeah. I'm still on the lookout for that squishy foam Quagsire. Still need that in my life. On Sunday. What's happening Sunday? What's happening Sunday? Something coming out on Sunday? I don't know what's happening. You're throwing us potatoes? I'm so confused. Missed something crucial. Oh! Yeah, dudes. Okay, I totally missed that. Yes. Then yes, I am hype. I am ready. It's Rusty's first stream, isn't it? As with the new name. Rusty Dagger Alliance RP. I'll have to check, I'll have to check and see, what time it is. I don't want to miss it. And I definitely want to host it. Oh yeah, Mage, there's a raffle. If you do exclamation point enter, you can join the raffle. So the plan was kind of on these nights where I do raffles, which I don't know how often they're gonna be, but those would also be like sub sketch nights. So like if one of you guys was a sub and asked me for art, I would just stop whatever I'm doing and draw you art. But I decided not to do that tonight, mostly because of the whole anxiety thing, and I decided I just didn't want that extra stress in my life right now. But next time. You could literally be like, draw me my cat. and I would do it. I mean, I don't even need, like, art to look at. I just need, like, a verbal description. I've done that before. In fact, the fox raccoon, not the fox raccoon, the deer hyena we did, I didn't have visual reference for him. I was making that person's first, reference sheet. And they were basically like, I want a tufted deer mixed with a spotted hyena, and I want him to be kind of a femboy, and I also want, him to be a hipster. And that was it. That was all I got, and I worked with it. Yeah, dude. The worst. I don't know, it's been a long, aggravating day, so, I got home from work and I just didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to lay on the couch and just go to sleep. And I had to make dinner and all that stuff, so taking a nap after work was not a possibility because I had to cook dinner. And I promised myself that because I ate like shit last week, that, I was gonna eat really good this week. And then if I eat really good this week, Saturday I can have pizza. So, Saturday I'm gonna have pizza, I think. Because if I'm good tomorrow, then I have qualified myself for my good, not shit food. I made a test character that was actually the best thing ever. It was a Catman cannibal assassin that has cloud magic that can make people go crazy. But I was low health and potions hurt me, so I brought like 200 potatoes, and I decided if I get in trouble, I'll just throw some potatoes at the monsters. That sounds beautiful. And also, if you threw potatoes at me and I was a monster, I would just take the potatoes. Fun. Potatoes are like my third favorite food. Fucking love potatoes. You can literally do no wrong with potatoes. I mean, there's not a single thing you can do to not have good potatoes. So I would absolutely be okay with you throwing potatoes at me. Sneaky potato throws. I also have a blind banshee companion. That sounds fun. Oh, guys, did I tell you about what I had for dinner last night? I'm still thinking about it, and I'm still sad that I didn't decide to make more of that tonight. So, for those of you who I did not tell about it, which is probably everyone, I had crab alfredo last night for dinner that I made myself, and it was, like, the literal best thing ever in the whole world, and I forgot how much I like crab meat. And if it weren't so fucking expensive, I would just eat crab all the time. See you later, stop sign. The raffle is still opened. 5 users have entered so far. Look at that. Aw, look at Axobottle. Keeping track of everything. Good job. Good job, Axobottle. Doing your best. Axobottle. I feel like I've become the penchant lizard person way too quickly. You are the lizard person. I also saw, immediately saw that thing on, Tumblr about, the D&D, races as, dogs, and thought of you, which is why I posted it in the Discord, because I was just like, oh, Mage will like this. It's true. I had a test boss, and it was a rotting cow Cerberus that you could milk. That sounds disgusting. That sounds like the worst thing ever. Why would you make that? The worst thing ever in the best way possible, I should say, because the worst things are oftentimes the best when it comes to creativity. Literally, Lauren was like, I can introduce an anthro lizard race if you want. Look at that. Is he doing his own custom world for that? Because I thought, aren't, lizard folk a thing? It was random card draws. That sounds even better. That sounds like an even better explanation for why that happened. Because random card draws. I was gonna draw those little things under the wall, and now I don't care, so. Not sure how to make that work, so we're not gonna do it. He still asked me what he thought about the race skills. Hey, we just want you to be comfortable and to enjoy yourself in whatever way you want to do that. And if you want your own species of lizard people, get that. I will explain why I drew on it. There's definitely a reason for it. Oh, unless I fucked it up. Oh, rip. Rip-ronies me. Never mind. Romance a skeleton, it shall be Sans, and my potato kitty shall love him. Yeah. Hey, I'm pretty sure I went on all the dates with your husbando in the game, so, you know, be proud of me. I'm gonna make these games crack. Volpine was telling us a story about a character that she had in a Pathfinder campaign who was a shape-shifting kitsune, who was, like, obsessed with food. And so this kitsune girl would just, like, anytime they came to a new town, the very first thing she would do was turn into, a little kid and just run around the town and just beg people for food, and would basically supply the party with food just by being obsessed with it and tricking people into giving her food. And it sounded awesome. I definitely played D&D once with 24-hour charisma rogue. My dad specifically made a skeleton character who had 20 charisma to flirt with her. Your dad sounds like the best. A+ dads for the win. My dad sent me this really adorable picture of one of our hermit crabs sitting in a plant today. He was just chilling in that little plant, just like, oh, my home now. I live here. He was super cute. I missed that crab. The hermit crabs. So, A+ dads today. He was the dungeon master, so it's not like he was being creepy. Oh, no, absolutely not. No, it's total. That's actually really funny. It's funny to me that your dad's, like, chill like that. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, I love that. Why a skeleton? Like, why specifically a skeleton? Just for no reason? Was there a reason that it was a skeleton? Aw, Mage just got good news. This stream's about to get good. Oh, you were in the realm of the dead. Well, that would do it. Oh, Mage, that's awesome! Congratulations! Getting into the school you wanted to get into is the best feeling in the world. That's so cool, dude. Congratulations. Hypity hype. The skeleton was a bard in life. He played a medieval electric guitar. That sounds amazing. Dude. Beautiful. Congratulations, dude. I feel so happy now. My anxiety's still like, fuck you, but hey, you know, it's just... I'm happy now. I'm happy, yet slightly anxious. Because that's how anxiety works. I'm so happy for you. So what are you going to school there for? What's your topic of study? Gets you 24/7? Yep. I even take medicine for that shit, but here I am. Sometimes the circumstances of your life, it just happens. Agricultural science. Ooh, fancy. I always forget what you guys are going to school for, to be honest, because you're all going for something different, so I keep forgetting whose is whose. Like, I have a general idea of what everybody's going to school for, but that whole, like, matching the name to the face thing, like, I have to keep remembering to match the profession to the name. There's so many of you now. Small lines. Hurts me. Hurts is precious. Okay, sorry, I had to stop and think about rocks for a second, because my sketch was bad. I have to remember not to go too detailed the further back I go, because I'm so tempted to draw, like, little details all over these rocks, but can't do that. Gotta be careful. Don't need a whole lot of detail back here, just a little bit. I love that you guys talk back to Axolotl. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep him like that, where he talks to you guys, like, on a personal level, but, like, where he, you know, says hello and tells you he loves you. Because eventually this chat's going to get too fast for anything like that, and it's just going to take up space, but for right now, I think it's fun. For any of you guys who use Photoshop and can't figure out how I'm doing straight line, hold the shift key. Your mouse can't move. You can see my dot is moving all over the place, but the line is only going along where I first laid down, and that's how I do it. Just hey, small world. What am I doing back here? I don't know what the plan was here, but kind of fucked everything up. So Yoshi music and Kirby music, so great. One of these nights I'm gonna listen to Cass's playlist because Cass gave me a really cool playlist. And it's more like high energy, like techno kind of stuff, but one of these nights I'm probably gonna switch it up a little bit. Right now this is good though. Your insurance pisses you off. I think because they posted in the PSU the Ren job fair as having jobs for writers and then said, no, sorry, we lied. Lame. Wanted from finance to business to accounting to God knows what. Sometimes you gotta change what you're going for. You gotta kind of be open-minded. Which isn't always fun, but sometimes you gotta do it. And sometimes it'll take you a little while to get to the thing you want to do. Sometimes it might take you a while to even figure out what it is that you want to do. Like me, I know I'm in the right field. I know I want to be in the field of art, but you know, I don't know if this specific job is right for me, but for right now, it's all I got. And it'll just give me some time to get up to my next thing. Whatever that next thing may be. Me not being good at math is like 80% of the reason I would never, ever, ever, ever even consider being an accountant of any kind. I cannot math for shit. Some people are very good at math. I am not one of those people. Only sucks because I had a calculus test and even though I got a C, I knew everything. I was just too tired to make the right decisions. Honestly, sleep is such a big factor, and that's why I don't like standardized testing all that much, is because schools barely give students enough time to sleep anyway, that, like, you cannot seriously expect your students to pass standardized tests when they're sleep deprived. Like, somebody obviously knows all, like, you know, just because you obviously know all the right answers, but then you get them all wrong, it's just... I don't know. Standardized testing always bothered me for that reason. It's so... It doesn't judge, like, learning the way it does in theory. Because like you said, you knew all the answers, you were just really tired and didn't make good choices. Which I suppose in the long run is like a, you know... Yeah, I guess that's a statement on... You know, whatever, but it just, I don't know. I've never liked standardized testing. Like, yeah, you should be prepared to do well on a thing no matter how tired you are, but it just doesn't seem fair when you're just starting out, you know? My entire calculus class consists of bullshitting. Math sucks because you know, if you get it right, if you don't get the answer the way they want, it's wrong. Yep. I hated that, too. If you don't arrive at the answer the way they expected you to, they don't like it on standardized tests. In the real world, it doesn't matter at all, but they try to make it sound like it does. Standardized testing is how to value schools by politicians who don't work in schools. Pretty much. But let's stay out of the politics a little bit, because I am too anxious to have any kind of political discussion, but you are 100% correct. I have no idea what this line is. I don't know where that line came from. So that's fun, I would say. So I built this little building here on the side, and I'm not gonna do it now because not gonna see it. Well, unless it's probably what I'm gonna little offshoot here can just stick out. I get the theory behind standardized testing, it just doesn't work in practice, you know? But I suppose in the end it is what it is. I can finish the line art on this tonight, and that would be great. Then I would actually feel like I'm accomplishing something on my world building for once. I made such good progress right after Christmas, and then it was like, oh shit, I should probably do some commission. So people actually paid me to do things. I should probably get on that. Here I am. I have this habit of, like, my inspiration shifts, and then all of a sudden I'm like, fuck. People wanted me to do things for them. Dang it. I'm saying math has probably given me the most confidence in myself, so I will forever love it. Dude, love it. Absolutely. Just because math isn't my thing doesn't mean that it can't be your thing. You know, you gotta embrace your skills. We actually were having that conversation in Cass's stream the other day about somebody in her chat asked how to be more attractive. And we were, like, everybody just collectively was like, feel good about yourself and people will find you attractive. And it was a really good conversation about, like, finding the things you're good at and just sort of accepting the things that you're not. And I don't know. It was a nice conversation. I hope that it didn't overwhelm the person who asked, because I thought it was a really good conversation to have. Would the magnet school be part of the Mill Creek Township goddamn school district? I don't understand that reference. So, yeah, dude, embrace your math skill. Feel good about yourself. Be attractive. Oh, I get why you said that. I don't get the Mill Creek reference, but I get the magnet. Maybe you're making a reference to what I just said? I don't know. I'm lost and confused. Sorry. I get lost. Milky Township is in. Okay. I didn't know that. I've never been to Erie, so... I know you guys get a shit ton of snow, and that's pretty much enough reason for me to never ever try to go there. But, yeah. Stay away. Don't do it. Alright, we have confirmation, guys. Do not go. Not go to Erie. Not a good plan. Yeah, dudes, you can keep all your snow to yourself. Y'all want to come visit me? You all want to, you know, hang out with me? You gotta come visit me. You know, meet me at a con. You know, if I ever get to a point where I'm gonna be the kind of person that goes to a con, you know, do that. But none of this me going where it's snowing shit. Can't handle that. Not that kind of person. Do not. A few things in this world I like less than snow. One of those things is Loma Mola. And all the other obvious stuff, but Loma Mola is pretty. I don't really hate that Pokemon, it's just whenever somebody asks what my least favorite Pokemon. And it's my funny answer for when people ask me what makes me mad, because of course the obvious answer to what makes you angry is like shit like racism, but also like that's the boring answer. It's on weird like political topics, and I just sometimes don't want to have that conversation with strangers on the internet. So in most chats, if somebody asks me something for something that makes me angry, I just say Aloma Mola because it's funny and it makes me laugh. I do actually. Not just the snow, it's all the clouds and the depressed economy and whatever, and the main city of Erie has massively high seasonal depression. Yeah, dude, not coming to Erie. Fuck that. I love my friends from Erie. You know, you guys are cool, but fuck your county. Fuck your county in particular. I'm gonna be staying far away from there. Oh, let's do. Guys, look! Oh, look, there's a city. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. I feel like the side of this building. Probably because I didn't finish. That's probably why it feels like it needs something, because I didn't finish drawing it. Why does this building look like it's not finished? Probably because it's not finished. That's that's my hunch, I would say. Alright, so new plan. The colors. Fuck that. All those drapey things are making me want to commission a piece that has the outside of my canyon city. The one that I mentioned before, it has a giant cave market. It's located in the walls of a giant crevice and two sides are connected by swinging bridges. That sounds awesome. Dude, yeah. Fair warning, just so you know, backgrounds take me like 18 years to do, so, I charge an arm and a leg backgrounds. This character art takes me a lot less time, so I don't have to charge you as much for it. Just a heads up. They will ask you for all your money, probably. Okay, buildings are done, I think. I think I'm pleased to call them done. I'm actually gonna add a little building in here. Sully, what are you doing? Welcome back, Jace. There we go. Now I'm allowed to. Oh. Peter was like, no. Can't draw right now. Stop that. Well, next time I'm open for commissions, go ahead and snag a spot. Or ask to snag a spot. You guys can send me quote requests anytime, by the way. Like, if you're not sure like when I'm gonna be open next, but you want to make sure you have enough money for whatever your idea is, you guys are always more than welcome to private message me, and I'll let you know how much your idea might run you. You know, vaguely. Especially for stuff that has backgrounds, because the backgrounds I don't advertise on my sheet. Because backgrounds are always a case-by-case basis. You know, I will literally look at your thing and go, yeah, your background's really super fucking complicated, I'm gonna charge you like $100 for that. Axolotl does it every 30 minutes. Fine. Okay. Sweet. Gonna hit the save button. And then, yeah, the Jedoa have these big drapey things coming from their, hanging all over their city to block the sun out, so it's not quite so fucking hot in their city. Because although they are desert-dwelling birds, they don't need it to be like 8 million degrees. Mage, it doesn't tell you for some reason that you've entered. I'll let you know if it goes in, though. I don't really understand how Phantom Bot's raffle system work. I wish it would say, congratulations, Mage Winters, you've entered the raffle. And it doesn't. Yep, you're in. It worked. It's just stupid the way it does it. I don't know why it chooses to do it that way, but... Alright, people. Let's draw the people. Yes. Yeah. So they're in the correct order, and then now... Yeah, I gotta look into Phantom Bot some more and figure out why it's like that. Definitely needs to not be like that. Alright, this is the slightly less fun part, because now we have to go over and draw all these guys. And I got 20. How do we want to draw this hit? See? There you go. Axolotl's got me. Axolotl's got my back. Axolotl's making sure I don't forget. Let's see. Bird. The funniest thing in my life happened to me yesterday. Oh, jeez. What did you do? Or what happened to you? What was done to you? He looks so weird when it's backwards. The fuck is the bird I'm trying to draw? There he is. I flipped the city around and was like, where are things? Yes, story time. I'm sure Mage has to type it up. It's as strange as it sounds like it's gonna be. This Jedoan needs dies then. I was chatting with a friend of mine. I don't really remember what was so important, but out of nowhere she goes, I think you've turned me into a furry. So I go, you make it sound like I'm carrying the plague. And I laughed anyways because the concept is kind of ridiculous. So I decided to post our convo because it was kind of funny to me on social media, and I got 6 responses from other friends that were like, yeah, you've kind of turned me into a furry too. That's beautiful, dude. Infected you. Or infected them, rather. Spread it like the plague. That's awesome that you can post it on Facebook and people weren't like, oh my god, can't believe you're a furry. Give her a cheek. Absolutely going on with this character. Now that I flipped it around, let's put her back to normal. I was infected with being a fur. Well, I'm not. I don't even really consider, but I was infected with furries just by existing around furries and enjoying their company and just generally drawing art for furries. Like I've gotten some pretty gross off the wall mission requests, but for the most part, I've gotten really mission requests, and that's been really cool. I like furries. Oh, I used to not like them. And I had a little bit of a bitter taste left in my mouth from something else that I'm not going to discuss right now. But, furry plague. Don't come near me unless you want to like. I already like dragons, so maybe I'm already done. Maybe I'm already done for. Scarf is not really something that they... Scarf on him. Also changed this, like, I started drawing him. I don't know what I did. Body. So, ribcage kind of look like that. Cage is extra long. They are burb. Weirdest request I ever got? That gets pretty weird. I don't know. Are you sure you guys are ready to go there? Is the question. Alright, so I'm gonna tell you guys the story of the weirdest mission request I've ever gotten, right? And I want you to know that I am not, like, kink-shaming this person at all. This person is 100% allowed to be into whatever it is they're into. I think it's fucking weird, but I did the commission for them. It happened. So, just so you know, I will not judge you. But it was pretty fucking weird. But probably the strangest thing... Wait, what? You've heard Axie tell the story about the guy and his anime family. That's a pretty good one too. That actually might almost trump this one. I will go. Okay, let's do. Let's do the slightly less dramatic one first, just to I'll leave you guys hanging for a second. So when I first started doing commissions, and I was like primarily on DeviantArt, for commission stuff and just art in general, I had this guy, and he/she, I don't actually know at this point, could not have been older than like 15 or something. Like, they didn't seem to have the maturity level of like a 16-year-old or a 17-year-old, but they also, I don't think, were as young as like 13 or 14. I think they were like right in the middle. So this person asks me, they messaged me, and they gave me this character sheet of a Naruto. No, it wasn't Naruto. Naruto. It was Inuyasha. It was an anime character. It was a girl. So the reason I'm confused now is, I don't remember. Anyways, this character was, you know, it was a little girl. No, it was Naruto, because she had a Naruto outfit on. It was an anime character, like, and she had, you know, stereotypical whatever outfit on, but she had like fox ears and a white fox ears and a fox tail. And I looked at the character and I was like, that's easy enough. I can totally draw that, sure. So I told the person, yeah, I'll draw your character. So I gave them a sketch of their character sitting in a cute pose. I thought it was really good. And they messaged me back and they said, oh, where's the rest of the family? And I said, what? And they were like, yeah, I wanted you to draw this character's whole family. And I was like, excuse me? What do you mean? What do you mean you wanted me to draw the whole family? You didn't tell me that. And so then they proceed to send me pictures of, like, and it's not even like one cohesive picture. It was like all these like random files and like art they'd gotten from other people on DeviantArt of just like, and then this is the dad, and this is the mom, and then this is the dad, and then this is the grandma, and this is the aunt, and this is the uncle, and this is the mom's aunt, and the dad's uncle, and like, just like, it sent me the entire extended family, and it was hilarious because I had absolutely no idea what was going on. And the thing was, after a while, then they told me that they wanted, every time I tell this story, I remember certain details. So the detail I'm going to remember today is that they wanted the family all sitting on a bed for like a family portrait. And I thought, okay, that's easy enough. How many people are in the family? Because you've just sent me like 6 references and I can't tell who's who. And they went through like the whole family tree, but none of it made sense. And I finally was like, I can't do this. I'm sorry. Like, I literally cannot tell who is in this family. So that was that one. I actually saved the conversation in my inbox for posterity's sake, because it just makes me laugh every time I think about it. Because that person had like, they just seemed to think that I knew everything about their characters, and it was awesome. In like the worst kind of way. Their commission would have cost them like a shit ton of money, and I don't think they wanted to pay me at all, so I told them, just keep the sketch I made for you, but I'm not gonna do it for you, I'm sorry. Unless you can give me like a solid cohesive. I'm not even 100% sure they spoke English, to be perfectly honest. So that was that one. Probably, though, the worst commission I've ever gotten, and so this commission is the exact reason that there is a no not safe for work and no fetishes on my list of things I will not do. Because my first time on Fur Affinity, I did a live stream. It was when I first started live streaming for free sketch commissions, and every single person that came into that chat that day wanted a picture of their awesome, cool really cool anthro characters, like things I never thought I would get to draw, but they wanted all of them to have size E breasts, and wanted them to be shirtless. And like, I'm not super uncomfortable about drawing like nudes. It's that I don't want them to be sexualized, so I drew the characters without tops, and it wasn't a big deal at the time, but it was still kind of like, great, my first stream and I'm drawing sexualized stuff, awesome. But then after the stream was over, this person messages me. They're like, I want to get a commission, and I'll pay you extra. Whatever. What do you want? The fact that you're offering to pay me extra surprised me. So, they sent me this whole description about like this character of theirs that was it started out really like normal. It was like, okay, so my character's this unicorn, but her horn is like half broken, so it's sort of floating. And I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. That sounds awesome. So, all right. And then they're like, yeah, and the unicorn, she's purple and kind of iridescent, and her eyes have like sideways slits like a goat. And I'm like, okay, this is getting weird, but sure. And And then he goes into, like, explicit detail about this character's breast size and, like, how the character was, like, how she has, like, she doesn't have a flat stomach because of how many times she's been impregnated and given birth, that her, like, stomach is saggy. And, like, the longer I read the description of this character, the more I just wanted to vomit a little bit, and I was basically like, okay, first of all, I'm not drawing her doing anything lewd. I will draw you concept art for the character because that's what you're asking for, but I'm going to draw her in, like, a bikini or something because I will not draw this character doing something sexual. And he was really upset about it, but then he decided to pay me anyway. He was like, ugh, fine. It was super creepy, and that's probably the weirdest commission I've gotten. Like, whatever you want to be into, man, but, like, come on. We need to give this bird a skirt. So that's the less fun story of things I've been asked to draw. There's the fun story of the person with the crazy extended family tree, but then there is also that one, and that one's much less fun. And now I've ruined your life forever, so congratulations. You have now learned a thing that you will never unlearn. So that's a thing that I did that exists on the internet somewhere. And immediately after that, I posted, I will not do fetishes. And yet I still got somebody who, like, insisted I do vor for them, and I was like, can you not, though? Would really like very much to not do vor thing. Really not comfortable with that, though, so thanks. Thanks, but not thanks. I'm thankful the weirdest thing I've had to draw was a paw face art. What is paw face? Do I even want to know what that is, actually? I just asked and then remembered I maybe should not asked. Again, if you're in the chat and I'm kink shaming you, sorry. But, like, I had somebody found my art of, from my challenge of my Venusaur, or my, Venusaur, from my Pokemon, like, of, like, my favorite Pokemon of each type challenge. They found my art of Venusaur, and they thought it was the cutest thing ever, and they wanted to know if I would do more art with that character for a commission, and I said sure. And then they wanted me to draw, like, a giant cow. They wanted me to draw a very tiny cow being eaten by the giant Venusaur, but they didn't want just, like, a funny little thing of, like, oh, the cow's gonna lean over and chew on the Venusaur's leaf. Oh, haha, that's funny. They wanted it to be, like, real close up and, like with the cow, like, being licked into the Venusaur's mouth, and I was like, excuse me, that's a little bit on the vor end, and I'm not okay with that, so you need to chill. My furry friend has a foot fetish, so I did a headshot where the fur's head was fluffed between two paws. Oh, that's not that weird, I guess. My thing is that, like, I have to specify specifically, like, no, I have to specify no fetishes, because if I allow one fetish, like a foot fetish, that's a really mild fetish, then I have to allow everything else. And it would just take me too long to specify which fetishes I'm not okay with. Otherwise, I just get inundated with, like, a million different requests for really strange fetishes. And I would just spend my entire life just turning down commissions because I just wouldn't do. And now you know. Gateway fetishes. Pretty much, yep. Yep, the very first time you ask somebody to, you know, you say it's okay to draw foot fetishes, and then suddenly everybody wants you to draw their fetish. So, I decided just not to do. But yeah, so if you were neither of those people, if you were not the person with the anime family and you were not the person with the pregnant, unicorn girl, then, you are not the weirdest commission I've ever gotten, and therefore you were fine. If you were either of those people, you're also still fine, I just don't understand you. I wouldn't have done it actually, but he's an IRL friend. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, like, I'll make exceptions for real-life friends, it's just sometimes I won't post that kind of stuff on, you know? Like, if I had a really close friend that was like, hey, can you draw me a thing? I'll probably be like, heck yeah, I'll draw you a thing, but just not post it on the internet, you know? But never had anybody ask me to do that kind of thing, so... So normally I'd have a more rigorous, like, structure for how these guys are drawn. Like, I would probably actually, like, sketch them out, but I've drawn them so many times that I'm just kind of like, and that's a nick. Actually. Gave them a little bit longer necks, but shorter legs. I don't know, so far my experience on the internet hasn't been too crazy though. Like, most people I have found generally respect the whole no fetishes thing, so that's been nice. I've never really felt pressure to do anything I didn't really want to do. I get worried because Aldrich has mastectomy scars and some people can be creepy. Trans-related characters? Yeah. I wanted to draw him like you thing. Gravy lives! I don't know why I called you Gravy, I always call you Apple, but for some reason today you're Gravy, so you live! What's going on, friend? Gravy, apple, apple gravy, graviest apple, applest gravy. Isn't apple gravy just applesauce? Serious question. We're on the same. Better or sweeter? Oh, apple gravy is a real thing. I thought you made that up. I thought that was a word that you... Okay. On counter. Yep. I don't know how to draw arms. Oh. City looks really funky the other way around. Still. My mind is still exploded. That. It's legit real. I definitely thought you made up apple gravy. Why is your username apple gravy if you've never had apple gravy? Oh, you've had it. You have had it. I thought you said you haven't had it. I was like, why did you name yourself apple gravy if you've never had it? But you have had it. I just can't read. I want him to reflect me, and that's something I'm working really hard to achieve, so it's part of his design. That's awesome. Alright, so we only drew 2 burbs tonight. 2 burbs is better than no burbs. Of course, hands will be the death of me as usual. They're good burbs. They are good burbs. Trying their best. Oh, there's so many tangents. Alright, let's get this finished up so I can do this, we can do the raffle thing. If anybody is here who is not part of the raffle, you can type, enter. Exclamation point, enter, in order to join said raffle. And whatnot. Yeah, that's pretty much all you gotta do. Easy. You can't enter if you're not following me, though, which all of you guys are following me, so... Not a problem. It is for a free headshot or something of that nature, something small. I don't hate myself that much. Apple, you are in. So far, I have Jace, Sully, Flugly, Aubrielle, Stop Sign, Mage, and Apple. We have to provide the gun. So there you go. 2 burbs with very similar hairstyles. Oh, headshot. Oh, actually, in fact, they have the exact same hairstyle, so there you go. Yeah, I don't think I have time for one. So I draw this guy in the front here. Another bird with his head turned away. Actually, here, let's do the crow. Crow will be happy with me if I do that. That dude looks like a really depressed knockoff Nathan Fillion. I can't draw anymore. I've lost my will to draw. So, how am I feeling now? Still a little anxious and annoyed, but I feel better. We got a lot done on this, so that's a good start. Alright. Yeah, so if you dudes are not in the raffle, and also Sully, you don't have to keep reminding everyone, just so you are aware. We'll figure it out. Thought I was using webcam for a second. Suburbs. Hemi Shop song as a remix and it's heckin' cute. Oh, that sounds amazing. Alright, let's do this raffle thing. Anybody else want to enter the raffle? Do exclamation point enter if you wish to enter. Last chance. Last call. If anybody wants a chance at a free sketch headshot, do the thing. Yeah, Sully, I know you want to help, but I don't need help. I appreciate your want to help, but I don't need help. If I need help, I will ask for it. Alright, I got 7 total people. So if nobody else is interested in joining, we're gonna go ahead and hit that button. Thing. Alright, here goes. Oh, MTX, you got in there just at the last second. Mostly because I can't figure out how to close the raffle. Yep, 8's in. Alright, MTX is in. Done. Alright, I think you just hit close. Hey! OMFG, yes. And there you are, the first Phantom Bot raffle. I like the way Phantom Bot does their raffles a little bit better. However, one thing I wish Phantom Bot would do is I wish it would tell you that you've entered the raffle, because it doesn't. It's just like, oh, that's it. And it doesn't tell you whether or not it works or not. And grapple AV? Grapple gravy? Pico. So, alright, well, congratulations, Apple Gravy. You know where to find me to ask for your free headshot. Congratulations, plus Apple Gravy. There you go. Alright, well, with that, let's see who's doing that stream thing. See if we can go jump. Ah. Trixel. Oh, man. Alright, well, with that. Oh, that feedback loop. Yeah. Alright, let's go poke Trixel. But, I will let you guys know what's going on tomorrow, by the way. I don't know what's happening with my family and game night, so we might do stuff tomorrow night. It depends. But, yeah, thanks for coming to hang out with me and all that stuff. Thank you for putting up with me in my slightly not as great mood. And I will see you guys later on. Alright? Bye!